UK returnee from Manipur who was found coronavirus positive has confirmed negative for the new coronavirus strain. And single-day spike of above 20,000 active cases of COVID-19 takes India's tally above 1,395,000. Recovery rate remains at 96.36%. Hello, I'm Kanel Shambanduram and you are watching Afternoon Bulletin on Impact News. Before we start our bulletin, let's take a few moments to remind ourselves to wash our hands frequently, wear our masks properly and maintain a safe distance from one another to protect ourselves from coronavirus. Now the top stories and latest news at this hour. The United Kingdom returnee from Manipur who was found coronavirus positive was confirmed negative for the new coronavirus strain. The report of the sample, which was sent for genome sequencing to confirm for the new strain, came negative today. It may be mentioned that the UK returnee was tested COVID-19 positive on 26th of December. However, the samples were sent to confirm for the new coronavirus strain at NIV Pune on 2nd of January. Meanwhile, the state government have been taking up strict precautionary measures on arrival of UK returnees and those who have been on flights which have flown through UK, as the new strain is believed to be more serious and of having higher death rates. Imphal West District Commando seized Indian-made foreign liquor and arrested 3 persons from the 2 Tata trucks yesterday. The arrested persons are Pukrambam Ajit from the Hoja Dobalong Lekai, Assam, Longjam Jackson from the Maharabi Makha Lekai, and Pau Jonbo Chawang from the Dimapur United North Colony. Impact News sources said the persons were arrested from an area in Imphal West. The seized items are 80 boxes of the 500 milliliter Kingfisher canned beer, 40 boxes of 750 milliliter McDowell's, 85 boxes of 180 milliliter McDowell's, 25 boxes of 750 milliliter All Monk, 45 boxes of 375 milliliter All Monk, 53 boxes of 180 milliliter All Monk, 79 boxes of the 500 milliliter Tuborg canned beer, 50 boxes of 750 milliliter OC Blue, 9 boxes of 375 milliliter OC Blue, and 35 boxes of 180 milliliter OC Blue. The seized items, along with the arrested persons and the 2 Tata trucks, were handed over to Excise Department, Lumphel. A team of a narcotics cell in Imphal East, along with Yada members, arrested a man in possession of 14 grams of contraband heroin number 4 powder yesterday. The arrested man is 31-year-old Nongmai Themt Benchand, son of N. Birain from the Kisamthong Hodamt Leirak. The team, led by Narcotics Cell Imphal East ASI Mohammed Ajad, under the overall supervision of Lamlai SDPO KSS Ravi Kumar IPS and Narcotics Cell Imphal East OC KH Dev Kumar, arrested Benchand during a frisking operation at Khongman Mangjil. He has been handed over to OC Irilbung Police Station for a further interrogation. Joint Action Committee for Justice demand on the Kanku Petha volunteers a pamphlet and arrested 4 persons by the police carried out protest demonstrations against arrest of the 4 individuals under charges of NSA and various other acts. The JAC also condemned a surge by police to arrest advisor of Naga Students Union Chandal and 2 other people. Speaking to media, Joint Action Committee's convener L.H. Preet appealed authorities concerned to release the 4 individuals who were arrested for circulating articles of Kanku Petha volunteers KPV at Chakpikarong, which is mainly inhabited by Anal community, in November last year. He also urged police to stop their search act. He termed the KPV pamphlet, which rebuked Anal civil body, politicians and the chief ministers, as unfortunate. He added the KPV pamphlet act as obstruction to various civil bodies and their works. He appealed the relevant departments to look into the matter at the earliest.
KPV gi asi pamphlet se kanana chathanbra circulate tawbra kanana mingse pikhatbra haiba gi sisu mayam gi aikhoi su khangning badu leye khangjanenge aduga khangninge thidokninge asigi mayam gi damak sida aduna huji phaba mayam khoise leader mayam moi masa masa gi leader mayam punabuni punaba sida maran henjin na season raga asum haina tawbi base nungaite thuna thadu pikro haibase
Proscribed the National Revolutionary Front Manipur NRF observed its 9th Foundation Day today. Press release from NRF mentioned that the outfit's Central Executive organized the celebration at its central headquarters, where NRF Chairman Malia Konthaujam hoisted the outfit's flag, and outfit members observed 2-minute silence in tribute to late members. The Standing Committee of National Board of Wildlife has approved the advisory for management of the human-wildlife conflict in the country. The advisory emphasizes empowering Gram Panchayat in dealing with the problematic wild animals as per the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. The advisory also emphasizes prescribing interdepartmental committee at local or state level, adoption of the early warning systems, creation of the barriers, dedicated circled wires control room with toll-free hotline number which could be operated on 24/7 basis. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Ichabu mahitam hanba haibasi mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudoni. Slopland Public School, biggest and the finest residential school, Manipur gi oina lemjuningai oiraba, mahitam ama oiriba. Khwaidigi junaraba mafamda semgatlaba CBSE the affiliate toba higher secondary school oiri. Ichasingbu admission tawidana mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudol oibiu. Ichagi phazabalam chat sajati ahombadu ubiu. Slopland Public School Khongjom.
Banthubi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, specified as a financial institution by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India under SURFACE Act 2002. First license holder public limited housing finance company in the entire northeastern region of India, completed its 15 years of service. Provides home loan with a subsidy amount up to Rs 2.67 lakh under PMAY Credit Link Subsidy Scheme, PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Government or private employees, businessmen can apply. For more details, kindly contact Banthubi Housing Finance Company Limited or reporter Mamlaikai Imphal.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Afternoon Bulletin. India's COVID-19 tally has reached 1,395,278 with 20,346 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. On the positive note, India's active COVID-19 cases have come down to 2,28,083 in the last 24 hours, rising the recovered cases to 1,16,859. Country's recovery rate rises to 96.36%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1,50,336. Kerala has the highest infection of above 653,000 active cases, followed by Maharashtra with above 51,000 active cases. Globally, coronavirus has infected nearly 8,76,43,000 people. Above 1,891,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 6,31,33,000. United States of America has the highest infection of above 84,63,000 active cases in the world, followed by India and Brazil, while China, from where the pandemic started, stands at 82nd position with 485 active cases of COVID-19. In the northeast states, Assam's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 2,16,424, out of which 3,042 are active cases. Sikkim's COVID-19 tally has reached 5,951, out of which 49,364 are active cases. Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 28,484, out of which 479 are active cases. It may be mentioned that Manipur has seen a major decline in COVID-19 active cases. However, it is the state with third highest active cases of COVID-19 in the northeast states. Tripura's COVID-19 tally has reached 33,281, out of which 64 are active cases. Arunachal Pradesh's COVID-19 tally has reached 16,753 and active cases are 88. Nagaland's COVID-19 tally is 11,954, out of which 271 are active cases. There are 154 active cases of COVID-19 in Meghalaya and 79 in Mizoram. Indian Foreign Minister Subramaniam Jaishankar has told Sri Lanka's President Gotabaya Rajapaksa that the country will be prioritized when the Indian product COVID-19 vaccines are ready for export. Indian Foreign Minister Subramaniam Jaishankar made the pledge in the meeting with the Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa in response to the President's request for vaccines products produced in India. Minister Subramaniam Jaishankar said, quote unquote, "We are now looking at post-COVID cooperation and I carry back with me Sri Lanka's interest in accessing vaccines from India." The Indian Foreign Minister, who is on a two-day visit to Sri Lanka, also reiterated India's backing for Sri Lanka's reconciliation process and inclusive political outlook that encourage ethnic harmony. It may be mentioned that India's drug regulator has approved two vaccines for emergency use for COVID-19, one developed by Oxford University and United Kingdom-based drug maker AstraZeneca and another by the Indian manufacturers Bharat Biotech. COVID-19 cases have spiked in Sri Lanka in the recent month. At least 217 people have died so far. India and France are holding their annual strategic dialogues in New Delhi today. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval is leading the Indian delegation side, while the French delegation is led by Emmanuel Boni, diplomatic advisor to the French president. In a statement, External Affairs Minister said the two sides will hold discussions on wide-ranging bilateral and global issues. Mr. Boni will also call on other Indian dignitaries. The last edition of the strategic dialogue was held in February last year in Paris. Curfew has been imposed in Washington, D.C. after U.S. President Donald Trump's supporters stormed the Capitol building last night. The curfew was imposed as the protesters stormed the Capitol building when the House and Senate meet to debate certifying President-elect Joe Biden as the winner of the presidential election. Trump has called on his violent supporters to go home, but reported he claimed that the U.S. president election was stolen. Earlier, Democrats won two Senate seats in Georgia that tripped control of the Senate in their favor. The Democrats have won control of the Senate after Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff defeated Republican incumbents. It is reported that 4 people died and 14 police personnel were injured during the scuffle. Justice Hema Kohli becomes the first woman Chief Justice of Telangana High Court after she was sworn in as the new CJ at the ceremony in Raj Bhavan this morning. Governor Dr. Tamili Sai Sundara Rajan administered the oath of office at the ceremonial program held on the lawns of the Raj Bhavan in Hyderabad. Justice Hema Kohli has served as a justice of Delhi High Court. The present Chief Justice of Telangana High Court, R.S. Chauhan, has been appointed as Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court. Now the news from the world of sports. East Bengal Soccer Club and Goa Football Club resulted in a draw at the 49th match of the ongoing 7th Indian Super League at Vatodara Stadium yesterday. Goa is hoisting the league under the aegis of All India Football Federation. In 49th match played at Tilak Maidan Stadium yesterday, East Bengal Soccer Club's B. Inoba score 1 goal at 79th minute, while Goa Football Club's D. Murgaon Kar score 1 goal at 81st minute. Kerala Blaster Football Club will play against Odisha Football Club in the 50th match at GMC Stadium tonight at 7:30. Manipur's S. Sandeep, Y. Dinichandra, I. Satya Sain, T.H. Jakshant, M. Gibson, Nongdamba Naurem and M. Mahesh are playing for Kerala Blaster Football Club, while M. Thoiba, L. Premjeet and W. Ronald are playing for Odisha Football Club. Athletics Association of the Manipur informed that an online coaches education program exclusively for pre-leveled 1 physical education teacher, parents, coaches and ex-athletes will be held from the February 6th till 11th. The program will be under the aegis of Athletic Federation of India. The minimum academic qualification required is matriculation. The education program will be followed by an online exam on the 3rd week of February. Interested candidate may obtain further details from the association office at Imphal Polo Ground within January 31st. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. The UK retinue from Manipur who was found coronavirus positive has confirmed negative for the new coronavirus strain. And single-day spike above 20,000 active cases of COVID-19 takes India's tally above 1 crore, 3,95,000. Recovery rate remains at 96.36%. Thank you so much for being with us. For more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great afternoon and always stay safe.